Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. If a horoscope shows a lot of afflictions or it shows a lot of yogas, then definitely on one side there is a challenge for us, but on the other side there is also good news. However, how do you see how if the horoscope has been hijacked by one of them? Either hijacked by benefics and also by good yogas, then it is smooth sailing for you generally or most of the time. However, if it is hijacked by malefics or those planets which can give you challenges, problems, issues, then definitely there is not smooth sailing. And generally this occurs in almost 65 to 70% of the population, where everything is not given to them on a platter. They are not born in super rich families, plus they are very talented, or they have some talent because of which they are not only born in very rich families, celebrated families, but they themselves become very celebrated. But on the other hand, there can also be people who are born in good families, also given all resources, may also be talented, yet their lives also seem to be hijacked by challenges and issues, and try as they may or try as you may, yet you go through challenges which you just don't seem to overcome, and these challenges seem to be unsurmountable. Now what happens because of which some of these bad placements or dusthana placements hijack our lives? So it is because of the dusthanas taking center stage or the control of our lives. Now, how do the dusthanas take control of our lives? One, by virtue of taking control of the 4 pillars of the horoscope. What are the 4 pillars of the horoscope? These are the Kendra houses over which we have less control. We have more control over the Upachaya houses and to a large extent over the trine houses. However, we have very less control over the Kendra houses. And I have also said this in one of my earlier videos, why the Kendra houses we have not been given much control over them, and they seem to take control of our lives, or situations related to them take control of our lives, and we don't seem to be able to do much about them. However, if there are good benefics placed, good yogas placed, we don't mind losing control to benefics if they are going to turn out our lives to a better phase. However, if the dusthanas take over, malefics take over, bad doshas take over our lives, then definitely it is a cause for concern. Now, what are the placements which, by virtue of them taking control of the Kendra houses, they hijack our lives and take us onto a tangent where we don't seem to have any solutions for, and we seem to have one challenge after the other, one issue after the other, one downfall after the other. These generally are related to the dusthanas, and when the dusthana lords take over our lives, how do they take over our lives? For example, it's a combination of Lagna and Navamsha chart. Let's look at the Lagna first, and lot of us have similar placements. For example, if a dusthana lord goes into a debilitation in one of the Kendra houses, for example, for a Capricorn ascendant native, Jupiter rules the 12th house, and now Jupiter goes into the Lagna itself and in debilitation. So the whole life will be controlled by Jupiter, a debilitated Jupiter, a ruler of the 12th house, of losses, of issues, of challenges, and those plans which never go according to what we plan it out as. Or Jupiter rules the dusthana and goes exalted in the Kendra houses, for example in the Lagna. For example, for a Cancer ascendant native, Jupiter rules the 6th house but goes into the Lagna. Now, everything will not be hunky-dory just because of Jupiter getting exalted in the Lagna, because it rules a dusthana. Those challenges will come upon the native, especially if any malefics also get into the act by virtue of aspecting Jupiter. For example, Sun aspecting Jupiter from the 7th house, Saturn aspecting Jupiter with the 3rd or the 10th aspect, or Rahu also aspecting Jupiter, say for example from the 5th or the 9th house. Or if combusted planets go into the Lagna itself with the Sun, where Sun is placed in the Lagna, maybe even in exaltation, but there are 2 or 3 other planets which are all combusted by the Sun, then too a person may face challenges. Or on the other hand, a Dusthana Lord goes into any of the other important Kendra houses. For example, for a Capricorn ascendant native, Sun rules the 8th house, and now Sun goes into its debilitation sign of Libra in the 10th house. Then what happens? Sun is placed in its debilitation sign while ruling the 8th house, so career will be strongly afflicted, and from the 10th house, Sun is aspecting the 4th house of your domestic bliss and your mental peace, which means Sun is not only controlling or afflicting the 10th house of career, but Sun by virtue of its aspect is also challenging the domestic happiness. If both your domestic happiness goes and your career goes, then what happens? You leave home and you go to work, and you leave work and go to home. If both these places are strongly afflicted or under challenge, then what do you do? On the other hand, you have strong placements in the Lagna chart. However, the Dusthana Lord goes into the Kendra houses into the Navamsha chart. For example, for an Aries ascendant native, Mars rules the Lagna. However, the Navamsha ascendant is that of Cancer, and Mars now goes into the Lagna itself and in debilitation sign. Or on the other hand, the Kendra houses lords in the Lagna chart, they go into the debilitation signs in the Navamsha chart or in combustion, either in the Lagna chart or in the Navamsha chart, or even one planet which is placed in the Dusthana in debilitation in the Lagna chart and goes Vargotama in the Navamsha chart. All these placements definitely bring challenges, definitely bring issues. I want to bring up the horoscope of one gentleman who is a very celebrated Bollywood actor or Indian actor or Indian film industry actor, and he was born in a very august family. Parents who are very celebrated, very loved. Both parents, mother and father, known to be very respected in the Hindi film industry. However, he, in spite of being born in a very respected family, very celebrated family, very august family, and being the only son of the family and also talented to a certain extent, how his life went through a roller coaster of challenges, issues and problems because of his planetary placements not completely supporting him. On one side, planetary placements did give him the name, the fame, the accolade. He also turned out to be a Bollywood actor. I am talking about Sanjay Dutt, who was born to Sunil Dutt and Nargis Dutt. Both of them very celebrated actors and very respected ones also, and very loved by the Indian people and all across the world. However, Sanjay Dutt's own life, if you know a little bit about his life, you would know that through his school days and even in his college days, he was struggling with drug addiction, and there is a movie also made, Sanju, on his life, which did bring up some of these issues, where when his mother was dying, he was fighting with drugs or he was taking drugs. His first wife, she died of brain tumor. He married another second time. The second marriage went through a divorce. The third marriage, he ended up getting married to somebody much below his social status, much below his social class, married a B grade actress or somebody who worked as an extra in the Indian film industry, and that too for a few songs. And he was caught in a terrorist activities act because he had a gun which he bought from the underworld. He had underworld connections. He was put in jail. He was given bail by the Supreme Court only for the bail to be taken away, and he spent multiple years in jail also. Then after coming out of jail, again he was put back into the jail, sentenced to 6 years in prison, and now when he came out a few years back, he then went through a bout of lung cancer, and only now we know that he has successfully come out of that. We don't know what's more in store for him, but definitely a life of huge ups and downs. Let's look into his horoscope and understand why some of the challenges that he faced, and what are the placements specifically related to Dusthanas controlling a certain key areas of his life, because of which he went through the challenges that he went. Now friends, this is the horoscope of Sanjay Dutt. As you see, he is of Scorpio ascendant. and his moon is in the nakshatra of Kritika, ruled by Sun. So he was born in the Sun Dasha, and so Sun becomes a very important planetary entity for him, and Sun also rules his 10th house. However, if you see, Sun is placed 12th from itself in the Lagna chart. However, in his D9 chart, in his Navamsha chart, Sun goes into the debilitation sign in the Lagna itself, and so his Nakshatra Lord as well as his 10th Lord going into the debilitation, that too in the Lagna in the D9 chart, is definitely a spot of bother, because Sun is also combusting Venus in its own sign, and because of which he had multiple issues in his love life, where he lost multiple partners, and he also was known to be somebody who also was a womanizer, and he faced multiple challenges because of that, and eventually lost his name, being accused of terrorism and also being lodged into jail. His jail term comes because his 4th Lord, we know that Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn and by Rahu, and his 4th Lord of the Lagna chart, Rahu, goes into the 8th house in the Dusthana, again in a sign ruled by Venus, and so in his flamboyance, in his need to feel powerful, he lands up in jail because of carrying arms. Why carrying arms? Because his Lagna Lord of Scorpio, Mars, which also rules a Dusthana, the 6th house, goes into a debilitation sign in the Cancer sign in the Navamsha, that too in a Kendra house and in the 10th house. So two of his very important planets, the Lagna Lord and the 10th Lord, go into its debilitation signs in the Navamsha chart. The other is Venus is the Dusthana ruler of his Lagna chart, ruling the 12th sign, and it is afflicted in the Lagna chart also, getting into the 10th house with Mars, and in the Navamsha getting combusted by Sun and under the 4th aspect of Mars. So his 6th ruler, his Lagna ruler, Mars, strongly afflicted in his Navamsha chart, his 12th house ruler in the Lagna chart strongly combusted in the Lagna, in the Navamsha chart, his 4th house ruler Rahu getting into the Dusthana in the Navamsha chart, and because of these multiple afflictions, his life went through a roller coaster ride, where because of his 12th Lord getting into a combustion, he landed in jail, especially also because his 4th Lord of the Lagna chart, Rahu, also landing in the 8th house in the sign of Venus, and so he also lost multiple partners because of death, because of divorce, and because of Rahu placed in his 8th house in the Navamsha chart, also went through affliction and almost lost his life because of addiction. So truly afflicted life, multiple Dusthana lords, Dusthana places taking over his life, though also a very successful life, getting the name, fame and adulation and huge prosperity as well. Now friend, this is just one case where I have brought up somebody who can have a celebrated life, yet a very strongly afflicted life. I don't know whether any of us would truly want to go through what he went through, all the challenges that he went through drugs and losing your partner through a brain tumor, or getting divorced again, landing up in jail because of terrorism charges, then going through lung cancer. What more can somebody face? And it's only because of some good karma he was carrying, or the good deeds of his parents, because of which every time he seemed to get into the doldrums, right down into depths of the earth, but he's managed to come out and extricate himself out of many situations, and many times also because of the legacy of his parents itself. Now friends, many of us may not have those chances, may not be carrying the strong karmic blessings. So if our kendras are being controlled by Dusthanas hijacking our life itself, it is up to us to understand our horoscope placement, understand our Dusthana placements both in the Lagna chart and in the Navamsha, and do steps to eradicate it. One way to move away from challenges and issues is, after understanding those placements, keeping away from those areas or those friendships or those companies or those actions which may lead us to on the path of destruction. If we show that horoscope shows strong chances of addiction, then it's better that we don't indulge in alcohol, we don't indulge in any drugs, because then it will be very difficult for us to extricate out of that situation. Or if you are getting into investments, taking huge risks, especially where a Dusthana Lord is involved, getting connected with the Lagna, getting connected with the 10th house, getting connected with the 5th house, then we may drain all our resources and end up into a situation where it will be very difficult for us to extricate ourselves out of. So friends, understand your placements and act accordingly. And if you are looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the link given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend Astrologer and Guide Irfan signing off.